to miss class. They don't actually miss the activity. So if the red and white frame is around the screen, that means we are recording. That is what we want.
We're being recorded? Wait, am I getting paid?
You can move to the ground if you want. I will be around with Spades clubs for you guys. Yes. Nope, you actually signed a thing that gave away your photo rights to Worthington.
I got one!
That Worthington can take pictures of you and take videos of you, and you said it's okay.
Mr. Hudson, I never said it's
Your parents did.
No! Mr. Hudson, if you know, I'm a
You know what? So the fact that you haven't even...
There's two.
The fact that you haven't even accomplished the first task you were asked to do in class is deeply concerning. So why don't you ask... No, not this. The first thing that was up on the board when you came in that you took care of.
Oh, name tag? Yes. Name tag. The name tag. Oh.
So the question is, where is your name tent? No, it's not.
Yeah.
That's not your name tent.
Yes.
I know where your name tent is.
Let's go. I got two to valid. Kind of. Does this count?
Nope, because they're touching the wood block. Give me a second. That's So, yesterday you packed up your stuff. You didn't pack up everything. Your name tag's right up there on my lost board. So if you want yesterday's name tag, go get it. If you want to make a new one, make a new one. We gotta get better. We gotta step it up.
I'm just maybe trying to get two down and then
Does it matter what? Nope, does not matter whatsoever. I promise you could do it even if the nail was like tilted sideways. Like,
I'm guessing it has to do with the fact that
you can help yourself, and your classmates can help you. But I am not the person to help you right now. What you can do. It does not matter what card you pick. Literally, I just used these as our old deck of cards. This one is missing like an ace and an 8, so you can't use it anymore. Totally fine. Is it up there? If not, you can make a new one. It's still up there. Lucy's was from yesterday. We just grab from the bottom, right that rack thing there is the plain paper. Pick a card, any card. Jason, you pick a card.
I got the special
Pick a card.
because I'm special.
Nice. Looks like it. Because I think I was actually missing this too, so it does not matter what card.
I don't care what
This
you
is the
did.
only time you're going to see it.
it has nothing to do
What?
with that.
No, that's just how nails come. You have to use a hammer to get them in the wood. They don't come super screws that are like pointier than nails. Nails you gotta hit with a hammer.
I got one to balance. I don't know what to do next.
Alright, and then you guys can share Sharpies, but please do it in a Sharpie so that I can actually see it.
I have no idea. I have 4. I am
Exactly.
clueless.
Wait, you have 4? I have 4. No. Oh my god! You know the way to cheat the system!
I have 4. I know, but not I have 4.
He cheated the system!
No, I didn't.
So did I. Oh, that's right. Hey, Mr. Hudson! Someone got 4!
Hey, we got the same idea. Hey, we got the same idea. Let's go.
I got Mr.
Perfect.
Hudson!
And then I will come around and collect them.
Got 4! I got 4.
Did you get cards yet? Does not matter what you pick. They're just for me to use to draw you guys randomly. Is what? I will come grab those in a second.
We're not touching
Nope.
the ground.
Remember the learning target. Nail number 1 has to be standing vertically.
Oh.
Guys, it's not my fault if you chose not to read.
Dude,
Like, somebody made a guarantee that if you were allowed to leave the 3rd grade that you could read, right? So it is not on me when you don't read the directions. I'm trying to be a little bit funny about this, but this is one of our biggest issues. Is in middle school, you will come to us in some sort of crisis or panic, and it's because you did not read the directions.
Wait,
3rd grade?
Yeah, 3rd grade reading guarantee. It's like a thing that Ohio did. Before they let you pass the 3rd grade, you have to pass a certain reading test.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Well, yeah, that's the goal. You hope you can read by the 3rd grade.
okay.
All right, would you guys like a hint?
I got one to stand up.
Yes, I do want to hit very badly.
Here's the first 2 hints. So that was my reminder to do name cards, so now I'll come around and pick them up. How could you just balance 2? And then, with that in mind, how could you pick up 2 with 2? Did you guys do your cards? They're just on your desk.
I don't know how to balance 2, Mr.
You need a Sharpie.
Well, let's figure it out.
No magnets. No magnets, no tape, no glue. Just gravity. I will say, you might think gravity's your enemy here. Gravity's actually the key to solving this. Gravity is a constant. Oh, grab a Sharpie. I got some back here too. First name on the short edge. Last name on the long edge. Do you have a red one? Or what color would you like?
I'm trying to get 2 bit.
Did you guys get cards back here? I think I got distracted because Bryson didn't have his name tag out. How could you pick up 2 with 2? Like use 2 nails to pick up 2 nails. Pick a card and we'll put first name on the short edge, last name on the long edge.
I'm gonna go get
There's also some right back there if you want. So then make sure you put them back. Minerva, where'd you go off to? Did I get a card for you already? Yes. Sweet. You don't pick one, whatever you want, and then we'll grab Sharpie. If you don't have one, on the back table. I got it, yeah. Sam, I got your card, right? Sam, I got your card? Yes? Yeah. Is what? Alright, I'll give you the next hint, as some of you guys are starting to ask me. Now, I kind of already said this, but is your solution working with gravity? Thank you. Or are you fighting against gravity?
Again.
Well, like, then stop. Work with gravity.
I'm an idea.
You want to work with gravity.
Our brain is so slow that we need to make up the concept of time. I cannot work with gravity.
You work with gravity every day.
That's not my story.
Well,
I'm such a...
you work with gravity every day.
That's how you walk.
Are we done or no?
Do you know how to
Well,
walk?
okay. I will come back. Okay, yes, we know the backs of bicycle playing cards are interesting.
Okay, how did that work?
Oh, gravity. I understand that, but I
already I was gonna say I could use it to like link together.
I don't know where to
No! Then I
I have
remember
an idea.
If somebody tells you to balance something,
Oh!
Find the center of mass.
what do you mean? Say more.
Like the point where you can balance it on one finger. I've almost been hard.
Okay, but you're trying to balance 12 things.
Put the center of masses on the center of masses.
I mean, so if we're going to try to make a center of mass, right? Because we're going to use all 12 of these things, we're going to create a center. I agree with you, but we have to make it. Right? Because, like, your pile of nails is different than somebody else's pile of nails, right? Like, how you lay it out. So we have to make a center of gravity.
I have an idea. What?
I also have an idea. What? One. That's
Okay.
one.
I'm going to take this.
Nope.
Let's go. I got two.
No, that's actually pretty lucky, because that's hard to do that way.
I
But
got
you're not working with gravity, you're fighting it. Because as soon as your cable gets bumped, it's going to fall over, right?
I know with gravity. Hey, gravity.
I tried that this time.
My idea is to make one balance on top of it. And then like
When they just stay still.
All right.
it doesn't work in this
So, I got 2 nails here. Right? If I go to try to pick up these 2 nails with 2 nails, should I try to use these like chopsticks and use the pointy ends?
No, the dull end.
That's probably going to be more difficult, right? So if I try to chopstick this, that's not going to work. So I either need to use both of these dull ends, or at least one of them, right? Like, I need something to hook with. So if I try to pick them both up like this, like from their tips, why doesn't it work if I try to pick them up from their pointy end?
There's no space for it to rest on.
Oh, there's nothing to grab. So I need to, kind of like a claw machine, right, grab this strategically so I can pick it up.
I was trying to balance.
Now, the problem is, if I try to go, like, put that on, these are going to try to slide apart from each other. And the question I actually asked you was, how could you pick up 2? If I went to pick up 2, should I do this to pick up 2? Is this gonna like balance if I pick up like this?
Working against gravity.
Yeah, I'd be working against gravity here.
But it's somewhat easier for this part. Like the ends are like pointy right.
Ah, okay. Well, keep trying stuff, guys. If I try to pick this up right now, they're just gonna fly off, and it's kind of fun actually. Guys, how late are we in here? Because I lost my schedule. I just said, oh, here it
Are
is.
you gonna tell us?
Yep.
Until 11:41.
No one in this class.
Right until lunch.
Might be advanced, but
Hey, everyone stop the nails for a second. Because I forgot to announce this to the last class, so I'm just going to hold my breath and hope that they forgot. Like, forgot about this activity. We're going to lunch after this, and you guys have all of the power. You have the power to ruin my lesson for my final class of the day. You have the power once I show this to you, because in the next 15 minutes, I will make sure that we all get to the solution. Right? I'm your teacher. That's my job. But you have the power to go to lunch, tell people about it, and ruin my lesson.
No, don't.
So please, like,
Don't.
I can't control you, and
Don't.
there's not really anything I can like do to you if you do that. Like, I'll be disappointed. It's not like you're gonna like get detention or something. But just like I'm begging you, right? I'm begging you. Please don't do that, right? Please let me like enjoy. I love lessons like this. Don't take that away from me. Right? Like, don't take my 4th class away. You have 12 minutes left. I don't know. Should I give you another hint?
Yes.
I already put it on the board. You guys just weren't really looking up here. Are you working to balance by canceling out? So, what I had here with my 2 nails pointed the same direction, does that cancel out?
no, you have to put them like a
And some of you actually were starting to make things kind of like this. Or like, well, I guess this one would have to flip the other way. Yeah, like a little box. Like people were doing this. But even this is going to be really hard to make like balance, because squares, to find the center of gravity on a square is kind of, if it's not a perfect square, it's kind of tough. And how would I get this to stand on my other nail? But like, I could make this have opposing forces, right? Up, down, left, right. But it'd be easier if I just kind of go like left, right? And like those would oppose each other, right? One left, one right. So like these are opposing. If I pick this up, they both kind of flip against each other and they oppose. But of course I can't pick it up because they keep slipping off. I don't know what to do. That I don't know what to do? Yes, that is a lie. You are correct. If your name tent's not out, it should be. Sorry, it was on the start slide. If you missed it, my apologies, you didn't look at it.
No. Smoosh. Smoosh, my name's it. I kind of did it. I'm trying to. No. Okay. What's your name?
I love what you're doing because it does look really fun, but I doubt we're ever going to be able to pick that up. So it looks beautiful. It honestly looks like a little art installation or something. But I don't think it's going to balance. Now you're working against gravity. You are fighting as hard as possible. Standing it up, it wants to tip over, right? Like, you want to let the leg out, has much less potential. And even if you could somehow get it to like be resting. Like I saw people going on class doing this, but that's not allowed because they tell you to block. The question is kind of like, how can we get them going? Guys, kind of like, so my wife, when she was messing with this activity, she said, oh, it's kind of like thinking like a house, how things have to like kind of work with each other and like you're fighting against gravity. But you also kind of, the builders use gravity in their design, right? Like they know how the house works against each other. What's the scariest? Huh? Well, every day you're fighting against gravity because gravity's trying to just make you like lay flat on the ground. So even the fact that I'm standing up, I'm kind of fighting against gravity.
Jumping is fighting against gravity.
Absolutely.
And the higher you jump, the more. Like if you just.
So the scariest part about being a homeowner is your roof. And actually, so like I own a house and I had to pay to have my roof replaced. And that in itself is a hint. That in itself is a hint.
We need to replace the nail.
See, this is why I have to listen to
We need to replace the nail.
Nope. That is not the hint. Some of you have given up and are showing me that we need to work on your growth mindset.
Oh yeah,
This is so hard.
I give up.
Wait. No way this works. I literally give up.
All right, one more hint. Could you get all your nails connected together, laying on the table, and then pick up all dozen of them at the same time and set them onto the main nail? Because if you are starting on your main vertical nail, you're immediately taking on the challenge of gravity. Why not start on the table and then put it up on the nail?
I actually can't flatten the table because I don't have a table.
Well, you got better than a table. You got carpet.
I don't have 12 nails.
You want more? How many do you need?
I have 8, so I need 4. Yeah, no, my math's
This
so
is literally all the nails I have. I went to my garage last night. More of these. Very, like Sam, you are on fire. You know, like the hot and cold game, right? Like, yeah, you're sweating, you are dehydrated, you are the sun. Where you are is the sun. If it's the hot and cold game, I got some people getting hot. Getting warmer. Getting warmer.
Look
The
at that.
question
Look at
is,
that.
how do we pick it up? How can we keep the nails
These are
connected?
12 nails. But the one problem I don't know how to carve.
this having it under. So then, right? They're not. So if I do this, they all fall off in one way. Or if I do this, they all fall. Like balance somehow. Right? Right now, it's very hard to find the middle. Like we're trying to make a middle.
Wait, no, why do you have these two?
That sort of has to do with this. If you know about basket weaving, that could definitely help you in this application.
Basket weaving? So,
Alright, sorry. Was this a you really
well, I think you were onto something.
I mean, you kind of combine our ideas together. So that's really tough to work with gravity. You get a lot of points sticking out.
I got it! Violet did it! I said it on my thing. How did you balance that? Wait, I think I got it. I don't know. I balanced something.
Jay is tripping.
It's scary. I don't Oh, wait, I don't know if that's do this. I did it for a second! She did it. I had it. But one
Alright,
of
so
them.
take it down and try
I had it.
Take it down and try again.
I literally had it.
Keep trying. Keep trying. You're right there.
Oh, it's not working. I did it once. And I actually did it. I picked it up.
I'm leaving. I got 7 minutes left. Now wait a minute. If you're going to give the hint to one classmate, we might as well give the hint to every classmate. You want to say that louder for everyone?
Do you have to, when you do the thing,
What thing? Let's back it up then. What's the
I did
thing?
it!
Shh. What's the thing?
Yes!
Hey, hold on. Hold on. What's the thing? When you said you do the thing, you mean this thing? Yeah, but... Yeah, so... Oh, so if I do this, if I hold it down,
I did it. I'm so happy.
if you use 2 nails,
You and Gabrielle did it.
you can hold it together. And you can make a birdie too.
Oh my gosh.
I've done it. Bro, do not knock this over. It took me a very long
Challenge. Stack more.
I don't want
Get more.
Oh, I'm already. Guess what? I don't want to. How did you balance that?
And here is how I use random cards. Right? Did I get everyone's cards?
I don't think it's 12, but I think I
Hey,
did it.
hey, we're gonna come back. Hey, we're gonna come back together. I got 4 minutes left. I'm gonna wrap this up together. Okay? I'm gonna wrap this up together, okay, Liam? The really big issue is that I was talking before you,
Oh,
and
my
you
God.
heard me. We're gonna do this together, and I'm gonna show you guys how I use my random cards, which you are always welcome to say pass. So, Bryson, if you were gonna coach me on how to solve this problem, solve our learning target, what would step 1 be? Like the very first step. Hey, if you're not Bryson, you shouldn't be talking.
Step 1, take a nail, put it here like this.
Take a nail, put it on the desk. Alright, hold on. This is how I use random cards. Next card, Val. What's the next step?
Okay. Then you start putting nails that are opposing each other one by one in a pattern.
Opposing nails.
Other way, with the don't end fake connecting to the first nail.
Hey, guys, some of you are showing me what I need to pay attention to this year because you're not listening to us wrapping this up as a class. If you already solved it, great. But we're talking about, now we're not just talking about the nails, we're talking about how do you give directions to people. So Val said lay the nails opposing, but then I was a jerk and did it wrong on purpose. So then Val said no, with the flat ends, kind of with each other or hooked around the other nail.
And then you do that 10 times.
And repeat it 10 times, he says. Alternating as you go.
So that you have 10 nails opposing each other.
5 on each side, right? If you wanted to be even more specific. Wonderful. Moss, do you know our next step? That is fine. So that's when you say pass. Liam, do you know the next step?
Then you put one more nail on top of all of them.
Then you, can I borrow a nail? Then you put one more nail, my bad, on top of all of them. How?
You put it opposing the bottom nail.
Opposing the bottom nail. And then Minerva, what can we do now? Nick?
I have no idea.
I thought you guys got it down there.
No, I didn't do it. Everyone else did.
Violet? Well, then you should be doing this with me.
You gotta I'm trying. Top nail.
So then pick it up. So guys, once you get here, and guys, if you haven't gotten it yet, do the steps with me. Then we grab both the bottom and the top nail, and we pick them up, and then we rest it. We got to have room on both sides, though. We rest it on the center nail.
Woo! So then how did you get so many? Yeah, how did you get 84?
That's still a question for
Oh,
you. What'd you say?
You have to double stack it.
Make another one, pick it up, stack it on top. Make another one, pick it up, stack it on top.
How many times did you fall down?
It honestly starts to stand more sturdy because as it gets heavier, it's almost more stable.
You can do it
So
in
here,
both
like
in
watch.
side
May
and
I?
side.
May I?
No.
May I? Watch. So
Evil.
12,
I already did it.
Evil.
12 more.
Whoa. Dude. What?
Right, so now I'm at 24.
Oh.
Right? So now I'm at 20. Oh no!
It's okay. I figured
Here,
I could
poke
actually
it back
slow
through.
down. Which way?
Okay, poke it back.
Other way.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 the other way. So pointy end. No, like yeah, you shove your point. Yeah, yeah. How you just had it. Other way.
Sam's
Other way.
bringing
Other way.
his too.
There we go.
Mine too.
All right, so now. I messed it up. But you get the idea.
You broke it.
All right,
You broke
so we
mine.
need to knock all these down so nobody else sees it when they're walking in the hallway.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can I touch my head?
Yeah, you can go back. Hey, you can take your stuff. We're done with class. So that's it. Leave your nails and stuff on the desk. Take all your things with you. Take your name pens. Is your homework all done? I haven't really created a spot yet, so you'll take your walk right now. I'll spot my lunch.
Yeah, I got it.
Exactly.
You guys want to, but now you've already done it. I mean, I'll have these here all year. Yeah. Sure. And actually, guys, not all the 8th graders solved this, so there are 8th graders that also don't know, because I didn't give them the answer last year. So there are 8th graders that don't know how to do. But hey, at lunch, please don't talk about this. I got one more class. Please don't talk about this.
Yeah, did I say it's possible or not?
Yeah, you can tell them you did it.
Or